Do you miss performing? Do you miss it at all? Or is it like, nope, that was fun, done with that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it does feel like it's hard to say. I guess maybe a little bit, but it's just kind of starting. I mean, I did that run with Key and Peele really was getting to do everything,
and that came at the end of like you've been out there for a while.
Yeah.
You've been doing improv. You're on Mad TV, so you had been working it for a while before people really got to know you.
Oh yeah,
in Key and Peele.
Yeah, I was slinging rock in a sketch comedy form. It was on Mad TV.
Yeah,
you know, and then of course my entire sort of what was meant to be a collegiate career was dedicated to improv and sketch in Chicago and Amsterdam. So I feel like you
scratched that itch.
What I get to do now is just more fun.
Yeah.
It's just more fun.
Yeah. Well, also, I mean, you're creating worlds, which is just, what could be
more fun,
greater than that?
I mean, I'm, to be fair and clear, it's like there's something that's possible when you have this, as you know, this privilege of working with this enormous team of people who are like, okay, I'm on board with your vision, let's go. Yeah. And there's something that is just, that's just you feel like, okay, it's not about me anymore. It's about this thing we've built and we're building, and these things that we're gonna build. It's hard to look back at all that time, especially because like 300 short comedy films. Yeah. If I wanted to do one again, I got to do it again, and ultimately, I'm sick of watching myself. And so,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you get it.
I know it is really funny.
All of these cameras on here are just on him.
Yeah.
We don't even have your mic on. This is just. We're gonna later try and remember what it is you said. I'm gonna read over. We have a transcript of what you said, and I'm gonna read it back.
Right. Well.
That's the creepiest idea. Yeah, a guy has lost his mind to that degree. But
that's Alex Jones, right?
He didn't
know it, but he was.
We're working our way towards that format. We just have to. Yeah. We'll get there. Don't you worry, guys. It's a corporate move. Came from up top. So, I'm curious. What's it like now? You're in this position where you are getting to meet these directors, these people that made your childhood, helped form your sensibility. Do you have an easy time walking in and going, hey, how are you? Or do you get a little self-conscious around people like that?
It depends who.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily a one-to-one who is you'd think would be easy to talk to. I remember meeting Michael Mann. And, you always hear he's kind of gruff and, there are all kinds of stories can predate meeting somebody. I always felt he was so kind of warm, connected, cool. And so I had no nerves talking to the guy.
Yeah.
Paul Thomas Anderson, he's a good friend of mine. I've spent a lot of time with him, and I'm still very nervous around him. So it's weird. Yeah. Because he's just that fucking cool.
He is. You get to call him PTA?
I'm like PT.
Yeah.
PTA. No, I do. I think I have called him.
Because Sandler's friends with him. He's always saying things like, hey, Coney. He calls me Coney. Hey, since SNL days, but he sticks with that. And he goes like, hey, Coney. Yeah, I just had, I'm having a sandwich with PTA. And I'm always remembering like, wait, what? Are you meeting the parent teacher association?
Yeah.
I'm like, I forgot I'm not cool. But yeah, another.
You forgot for a second?
I'm sorry. I forgot I was.
Because you actually have lunch with the parent teacher association.
And I'm disappointed when Paul Thomas Anderson shows up.
Yeah. No one says Paul Thomas Anderson anymore. Yeah. No one says that anymore. People say PTA.
Okay, well, I guess didn't get the memo. my whole life. If I ever write an autobiography, it's like I didn't get the memo.
No. By the way, he would disagree with me. By the way, on the record, I think he'd say, "No, please."
Yeah.
Call me Paul. Probably.
Yeah, probably.
I'll stop speaking for him. He does a pretty good job.
Yeah. I just now, where are you in the midst of working on your next film? I mean, you probably can't say anything about it, but where I don't even understand how your process works. Does an idea come to you and then it just percolates for a while? How does it happen?
Yeah, I mean, this has been obviously an interesting year because the writer's strike has had me sort of in a state of listening.
Yep.
And that's kind of where I've needed to be, and I do feel like my next project is clear to me, and I'm psyched to that I have another film that it could be my favorite movie if I make it right.
That's awesome.
Oh, can't wait.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's very cool.
I could be totally bullshitting you guys right now, and you guys,
I can't wait.
Yeah. Well, I'll be comped. You'll have to pay.
Yeah. Well,
Matt, and
we'll do it. I'll get my. Yeah. We'll.
No, they should. You want them to? They'll pay.
Why don't you just pay for us?
Yeah. And then not go.
Because I'd like to go for free with PTA as my plus one. No,
I don't know that's on offer. I don't know that that's on offer.
Thank you.
Have you talked?
This was going so well. This is one I love this discussion, and then
you pushed it too far.
I pushed it too far. That's on me. I'm going to look at the tape later and go like, yeah, that's the part.
That was the moment.
That's the moment I ruined it.